Hello everybody, welcome to Harajuku Station. We are now in one of the most famous neighborhoods in the city of Tokyo. Definitely one of the most well-known for international tourists. This is the new station right here, and we're going to be taking a walk around the Harajuku neighborhood down Takeshita Avenue. But first, I think this is a very important place to start off with. This is the new station. It was built a few years ago. It's really nice, a couple of years ago now. I actually have another live stream with both of the stations standing next to each other, but as you can clearly see, that old station is no longer there. They've torn it down, and they're going to be building a reproduction of the old station. There is a piece of paper here that kind of explains it from Japan Rail, so I'm going to show you that in a second. But it is sad right now not to see that old building, I believe built in the 1910s, I think 1911 or something like that. That's gone. But not to worry, the reproduction of it will be built in a couple of years. Probably following the, hey, WX Turbo's in the house, following the Tokyo Olympics. All right, let's look at this site right now. Here's the brochure, the information from Japan Rail. So that's what it used to look like. Here's the new station next to it. And this was a very old building. It was an iconic building. It survived World War II, the bombings of that, and have been standing strong since then. And due to structural integrity, it just was too weak if there was a major earthquake, and it was too small to accommodate all the people. They had to tear it down, and they're going to rebuild a new one exactly the same way using just stronger materials. And I can show you here the site. I can raise you up the camera a little bit higher so you can see what it looks like down there. Is that interesting? Did you see anything? I couldn't see down there. How you doing, everybody? We're gonna cross the street now, and I think it's kind of cool. Actually, maybe I'm not gonna cross the street. Yeah. This used to be a much smaller intersection crossing, and used to be like a Snoopy Peanuts shop, and I don't know what it is now, Cosme, and what that shop is. It looks brand new. And next to it is a shop that's been open now for a little bit of time. This is an IKEA, said in Japanese, Ikea. It's quite big. I think it goes down to the basement, and a massive Uniqlo also going down underneath, subterranean level. And I don't know what these are here, but it looks like apartments, and probably not cheap. So in this live stream, again, we're going to be taking a neighborhood walk, taking a look at how this area has changed. I intend to go to Akihabara really soon too, so click that subscribe button. A couple of businesses were lost while we were at home over the last couple of months since the last Akihabara update. Again, a little bit is left from the old Harajuku station. This is a walkway that led into the old building, but this is more made out of bricks and despite the cracks in it, a newer structure. For those that haven't been in Japan for over a year because of the pandemic, welcome back to Japan through the live streams. I'd love to hear from you in the live chat. There's the Yamanote line stopping at Harajuku Station on its way to Shibuya. Love is in the air. Well, at least it's above me right now. And Takeshita Street's not too far away. I was thinking about taking you to another neighborhood on the other side. So in the live stream before here, DG22, welcome, new insider. Beyond that gray building right there, in the back there's a lot of celebrities that live in this area. I have a small story that I'm gonna tell you, which is interesting. And one day I will take you back there, but I think it's pretty interesting to look at Takeshita. Again, because the Olympics are coming and so many people want to be here for it, this is a huge tourist attraction and worthy of taking a quick look at it. So the changes here are noticeable. What is this? So this is like a smoking area. That's interesting. That wasn't here before. And there's some sort of construction going over there. You see the dolphin jumping out of the fake plastic water? That's a hole in the ground. So I'm gonna show you a hole in the ground at Harajuku. Very exciting. That's my friend Dan dropped one of his ice creams there, I think. Made a big mess. It's fun to tease him about that. I don't know if he's watching. And then down here you can see a massive hole in the ground. That's pretty cool. There's a member of the emperor with a lightsaber right there to keep us all safe. All right, this station is still here. This is an old part of Harajuku, but this is more Showa era, not Taisho. All right, check it out. This is the famous view from up above. From the station looking down on Takeshita, you can see there's still quite a bit of people, but it's not as crowded as it looks. There's still some ways to social distance, but almost everybody has a mask. There are anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers all over the place. That's fine. You live with it, but we're outdoors on a sunny day. Should be okay to explore today. This area hasn't. We're gonna take a look and see what has changed down Takeshita Street. So join me for the next 15-20 minutes. It's probably 30 as we walk around. If you see something interesting, let me know in the live chat. Try to stop me, and I will take a look around. Air to the Run is here. Can't wait to visit Harajuku. You are right now, my friend. Yeah. Let's see what we can find on this live stream. All right, masks. Stylish masks are a thing. That's interesting. More masks. So we're already taking a look at more stylish coffee. This is a Yoshi Soba. That wasn't here before. Interesting. It's actually gotten cleaner a lot. The facade of this McDonald's looks pretty clean too. Whoa, mango smoothie. Yes, please. Right now, McDonald's has a oyako teriyaki burger going on here, which is a chicken and egg oyakodon. That's kind of interesting. Chicken burger and some spicy burgers, and there's a kurokosho teriyaki burger. That looks really good. I'm not a big fan of Mickey D's, so I haven't eaten it since I think I ate one in Kichijoji a while back. All right, in this area, Pink reigns supreme. Again, this used to be, I don't know if it is anymore, but this definitely used to be like the old, all right, wow, there's a big camera here? What? This used to be the Daiso. Hey, do you guys see this? This used to be just a Daiso, but it seems like there's like a big camera, and I'm sure that they were doing that to appeal to the tourists, and the other half is Daiso, which is still here. So that's a big change. I don't remember there being a big camera there, but it is there now. The electronics industry has been decimated because tourists visiting from China accounted for a huge percentage of the sales. Now it's a big hole right now, and everybody's in the red. Oh, check it out! I can smell it. We got sweet crepes here, and the purikura is still here, which is good. That purikura is no men allowed. I remember I tried to go down in there, and they said nope. You must be accompanied with a girl, because a lot of dudes go there to try to pick up ladies. But if you just take a look at me, you know, like those days are gone for me. I'm like off the market, dudes. Okay. Nice. Whoa, Hachiko. Hachiko's rocking right here. Check these bags out. Samurai Hachiko, Cherry Blossom Hachiko, Mount Fuji Hachiko, and Hachiko Crepe Hachiko. Those are pretty cool bags. I don't know if that's actually Hachiko. That could be just an Akita Inu, which is the Akita version of the dog. I'm going to look back right now just to take a look at Harajuku Station. Over the last 10 years, 20 years for sure. The changes are remarkable. Although you can still see remnants of that old era. This building looks like it was here back in the day as well. Sheirakshishi, closest I can get to Japan at the moment. Thanks, John. In your humble opinion, what's the likelihood Japan will be open again in November? Mahalo. That's a good question. My gut says it's... Look, I'm very optimistic now because of the vaccine rollout is going much better. So I think there's a good chance October seems to be the target. But I think it's still going to have asterisk marks and depend on the country that you're at. This looks like it's closed up. Oh, there's the Baird's Beer. Baird's Beer. That's a craft beer place at the end with the red flags there. It's pretty good choices, although I've heard that the service is suspect. Sometimes they can be a little bit curt. So I can't say for sure, but I know Qantas Airlines in Australia was going to renew the international route to Japan in October, but they moved that back to December apparently in a press release. So it's hard for me to know exactly, but November seems like right on the fringe. I love these t-shirts with really cool I don't know, what do you call them? Like patched in there. It's pretty cool. Oh, and there's some Dragon Demon Slayer t-shirts, which seem to be all the big thing right now. Of course, Goth is still big here, but it's not as big as it used to be. Let me get some distance and I can show you. There's the thank you mart. That was the focus of my Harajuku transformation back in 2013. So this shop has been here for ages. You can see the building is quite old, but it's, as you just see, this is the first Goth shop after walking for over 100 meters. So that's kind of unique. I don't know if the Goth scene is still doesn't seem as vibrant or as big as it was before. Wonder where they went. These things just move to different locations quite often. You see some street food on the side here. And that's chicken. Interesting. Look at this pop-up. Oh, look at that. Street food. No, I'm not going to get it because this is super unhealthy. Look at that rainbow cheese. It's pretty nasty. But I'm curious too. And there's some bubble tea. So they're still doing pretty good business here. People are still here despite the state of emergency. Things are open. People are just taking precautions. Giving you a quick look around here. I did see back here, my friend's shop is still, looks like it's still okay, sort of. But I'm looking to see where it is. Is it on the second floor? That's AC/DC Rag, which is an institution here. Right there. I'm gonna have to talk to my friends and see how they've been handling the changes on Takeshita. I'm thinking of doing a Takeshita Street history episode for the main channel. And I know the right people to get that done, but like this used to be a different shop, this cat one. I think that was the AC/DC Rag. I'm sure they used to have 4 or 5 different shops down here selling like youth fashion. It was like an experimental shop for youth fashion. Check this out. This is a strawberry, they call this what? Strawberry fetish? What? Strawberry specialty shop. Do you think I should get something like this? I miss the delicious crepes there, so thinking more pessimistically, do you think international travel will be back by next April? Xana Dude writes in here. I think yes would be the answer to that. I look like I'm not the type to eat a stick of strawberries. Do you think I would fit in? No, this looks like I feel uncomfortable. See if I can find a crepe. There's a lot of things on this street that are making me feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's like headless people looking at me. Let's keep moving. Looks like another, some weird food here. Oh, this is that cotton candy that Eric was telling me to get. We tried to film here once, but they wouldn't let us film with cameras, and the line was too long. Wow, this is closed down here, this spot. This used to be a cafe, I believe. It's closed down now. Here's the Disney-fication of Takeshita Street. Let me move a little bit further to the other side. Get a different perspective point. I'm gonna fan over that they're building. They tore down an old fashion shop, and they're putting in another taller building that looks more like Disney. Here's a map of Takeshita. It's a pretty nice map. So let's go take a quick look at this. But the changes are still going on pretty strong here, and I'm against change because I like the history of Takeshita. I want to protect that. So we started here at the JR shop, and we walked down here. This is pretty fun to watch it in a one of these fun, colorful. There's the McDonald's upside down. The big camera and the Daiso is listed on the map as well. Interesting. There's a Wendy's? I didn't see that. Some of this stuff might have been gone out of business between now and then. So the changes is happening fast. This is now a blank spot, which is why they drew a map on here to keep you interested. And then there's more name brand shops. Calbee, which makes potato chips. Matsumoto Kyoshi. This street had 0 name brand shops, so it's changed quite a bit. And let's get moving. This Marion Crepes has been updated, so they're not moving. But this white building also is an institution, the Body Line. They don't allow filming in there. I tried so hard to be able to film in there to take a look at some of the fashions, but they're very protective of their design, so they didn't want any filming at all. But that shop's still here, selling Goth and other kind of fashion. We'll go take a look at that Marion Crepes. There's a crepe place at the end of the street too. I might jump in and get something to eat. Look at this mask vending machine. That's pretty sweet too. Some pretty interesting designs. Boom! All right, I found it. All right, so here's the main shop for AC/DC Rag. I'm glad to see that. I know the manager and also the owner. I filmed in there many years ago. One of the innovators of this street. Got to pay respect to those that were here first. Not forget the history. It's so important. All right, let's keep moving. So there you go. A little bit of little Philadelphia South Street action going on here. A little zipper head. Hey, just a shout out to Eric Surf 6. Check this out. Eric, this is available for rent. We're looking for an office here. This would be interesting. Imagine having an only in Japan office right here on Takeshita. We'd have loads of people buying our stuff. What do you think? I wonder what the rent is. It's probably astronomical. But Wade Arnold is getting us there a little bit closer. Thank you, Wade. Never got to say congrats for you for being a father from my wife, Mai, and I. Your work is so appreciated. You and your wife both are so positive, and that is an inspiration. Blessings to your family from Florida. Keep going and never quit. Thank you very much for that. I will never quit. You will see me making episodes from Japan for years and years to come. Because now that I have a family here, I'm not going anywhere. Thank you for that. This is new. This is a Taiwan shop. This is so interesting. I'm seeing more and more shops from neighboring countries, Korea, Taiwan, selling street food and things like that. That's super interesting. The internationalization of this street is incredible. Here is a crunchy cream stick thing. And again, I think I could do a really interesting Harajuku street food episode here. There's just so much of it. but I would want to get permission from all these shops. So let's call this also a kind of scouting. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon? I like how the pigeons walk with the humans like that. It's kind of cute. So these buildings here, let me get to the side. These buildings here look like they're getting a little bit cleaned up, but they're still in business, although that they're closed down here. I don't know if that's because of the pandemic or what, but some of them were, again, this is a satellite shop for, and you see there's a little dog cafe here. That's also new. I didn't see that before. This is a new building. Yeah, a lot of new buildings. But this was where the satellite shops for a lot of youth fashion, they were right here. And that has changed, I guess. Just the internationalization of this area and the price of real estate. A lot of companies started to buy it out, and the only ones who could afford it were chains, and they would have now chains shops here. Look at AC/DC Rags right there, has another shop, and that's closed down. They only have one shop open. Could be because of the pandemic, or they sold it. I'm not sure. But I'm really interested to talk with them to see how they. Hey, how you doing? Pretty good. Hey, Bob Joe. Greetings from Oregon. On my terrible internet. Sorry about that. Let's see if Toby makes an appearance. Not in the downtown area. Check out these masks. They've been pretty popular in Korea, this style, but it's nice to see them on the street here for $1. Prime Provisional, never quite quit. I enjoy it a lot of history here in Japan, food, buildings, etc. Absolutely. I'm tracking down a bunch of stories that have really interesting historical backgrounds to it. I think with only in Japan, if you can take something away from it that other YouTubers aren't doing, like history or you know where it comes from, it really gives it a lot more meaning when you go to visit it. And I think that's something that I try to put into every episode. I bought glasses here so many times. Let's see what they got here. There's some good glasses. What? These are nice. I got a small head, so it's hard to find glasses that fit my head properly. Like these Terminator 2 glasses, these police officer glasses, it makes me look like a bug. They're so big. Although my pandemic belly is helping to balance that out a little bit. All right, couple of quick stories here. A friend of mine. If I walk down here, I think I could take my mask off a little bit and talk. All right, just for a second here. How you doing? So a buddy of mine had a wine bar here. He opened it up, sunk a bunch of money. This was in 2007 or 8. He had a wine bar here, and he was an importer of wines from the U.S. especially, but from all over. He was also one of the companies importing Zubroka. So sometimes when I helped him out, I was paid in vodka. I had a case of Zubroka. I made me very popular at parties. But he told me that a lot of the adult movie industry, AV industry, shoots in studios back here. Just point that out to the adults here. But I thought that was interesting. And the alleys, if you look back in this area, it's quite interesting because it gets so quiet really fast down here. And you see you can get lost, and it's quite interesting between here and Omotesando. But if you do walk there on the afternoon on weekdays when there's nobody around, there's a very good chance you're going to see some really beautiful ladies walking around, and you might understand why. Everybody's making a living. Like a lot of underwear shops. What's up with that? That one looks like you could eat it. You ever seen those colors before? Creepy thing to say. I move here to the side. Some more shops. I've never seen these shops are all brand new. They were behind walls and now it's starting to open up. Florida is what it's called. So Floridians, you are represented here in lights on Harajuku. More of a Miami looking thing. Right, Jedi Mac. It does look like cotton candy, right? Well, it's not just me, right? And this one looks too commercial. All right, that's not my cup of tea. I liked it when it was real retro. Sorry, the wind is picking up here. We come to the exit. Whoa, they finished this. Whoa. This was all, for ages, was boarded up, and I see that they finished this building. So let's take a look at the end and look back at Takeshita Street. It's interesting they have a lot of security here, right? Takeshita has increasing security. There were a lot of suspicious people. Most of them selling hip-hop stuff, and they would drag in people to their shops. That's how persuasive they were. They would physically drag them in, and a lot of complaints came in. And as a result, the businesses are still there, but it's a lot stricter. So people don't bother you like they used to. Roppongi was like that at night too. Really, there's not that many scary places in Tokyo, but this could be one of them, just because of some people just way too aggressive. So panning back towards JR Station, which is almost a kilometer back there, something like that. Feels like a long way off. Beautiful day here, slightly overcast. I'm gonna get a mask tan. I'm gonna have like suntan from the eyes up. But we're still very much in a pandemic here in Tokyo. It's better to be safe than sorry, and it sort of makes everybody around you feel comfortable because everybody's doing the same thing. Look at, there's some goth fashion, so it's interesting to see that that's still here. And then there's a gelato place on the corner. I thought that was Crepes. Wow, and the wind really picked up. And then here, this intersection, which will take you back to the back streets of Omotesando, which is a fascinating place. A lot of the satellite shops moved over there. And here's a Santa Monica Crepe, which would be a good way to end this live stream. Christoph writes in, no more masks in the US. Indeed, every place is different. We still have very few people vaccinated. And some people and some birds are not wearing masks. So obviously that bird could be doing a better job. Go with the program. Here's a live view of Harajuku from the entrance of Takeshita. The intersection has changed a little bit. The buildings, did they cut down some trees or something? It just looks a little bit more wider than before. Jeff Kahn writes in important things. It's voluntary in the U.S. It's not a no mask. I don't want to get too political into this. I'll just tell you this: in Japan, we're still expected to wear them. It's not voluntary. The signs pretty much make it. Please do it to make people feel comfortable. All right, shall we take a look and see at these crepes here? There's some weird ones. Well, that is way, way, way chocolatey. This Montblanc looks really good too. That's like sweet chestnuts all mushed up into some sort of icing. That looks great. But then crepes in Harajuku take on another meaning. They have like bacon, tuna fish, sausages. There's avocado shrimp. Look at that. There's like a whole pudding just dumped on there with mango. What? Yeah, I don't think I'm up for that. But one of these with ice cream might be good. What do you think? Anybody? Maybe the fruit might be better. This one has a strawberry banana double chocolate whip. And there's a matcha one right here. Look at the big pieces of brownie jutting out of them. That is insane. All right, this mango one looks pretty good, but I have mango at home from Costco, so that doesn't work for me. This one looks like it's got like an all-star right there. Oh, they have these matcha milk whip matcha ice cream. I could try that. This is something that Nosh Abroad's into, these boba teas. I could try that. What do you think, matcha? Should we go into the matcha milk whipped cream A17? Which size? Ramsey saying only go strawberry. Oh, okay, there you go. All right, our buddy Ramsey says strawberry, so let's get that. Strawberry double whip, I'm into it. Strawberry double whip. All right, B. Strawberry nama whip. Oh, check it out. They do have a matcha tiramisu though. Ramsey's, they had matcha tiramisu. I gotta go with that. Konnichiwa. Matcha tiramisu. これ、はい、そうですね。はい。540円。はい。Hi. All right, so we gotta wait here for a little bit. Sorry, I kind of went with the matcha because tiramisu is I need, it's the best of both worlds. I get coffee and I get matcha. So, Hello Hi 821 disagrees, says I should have gone with the strawberries. Maybe you're right. Impulse buy. That's right. There's too many choices. They literally have 100 different crepe choices, all right? The flow would go way faster if they had just one choice, crepe, all right? Even the boba tea is like, what? That's ridiculous, okay? I can't pick it. All right, I gotta sanitize my hands. I have these alcohol wipes. Ah, hi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Whoa, check it out. Done. That looks pretty good. Look at that matcha syrup in there. What? This is gonna be interesting. I gotta find a place to eat this. Let's go to the side here. I'm gonna stand away from the people. Street food time. Who's in for this? Ramses, if you close your eyes and look real hard, you'll see red. Sakura, thank you. This could be strawberry. One of the first things, the colors to go when you're scuba diving to lose is red, okay? So when I was about 10 meters under on a wall dive in Koh Samui near there, I cut my finger, blood started to come out and it was green. And I started freaking out, and then I remembered in my scuba diver training, red is the first color to go underwater. So if you were 10 meters under, this would be red. Maybe. The question is, how do I eat this? All right, I'm gonna come over here to the side. Scuba divers don't know that. If you're not a scuba diver, you would not know that underwater, you lose colors. You won't see red fish because, very rarely, because at that depth, it's not red anymore. I'm putting the tripod on here so I can eat this with you. Or you can eat this with me. I need 2 hands. What do you want to look? Okay, you can look this way. This is better. That's a good shot. All right. Welcome. They give you a little spoon. Oh, tiramisu. Whoa. Check it out. This is matcha cream. That's matcha cream with matcha syrup. The crows are going crazy for it. If you come here, you have to. Jari is very jealous. If you come to Harajuku, you've got to get. Now you're Vulcan. You have to get a crepe when you come here. It's almost a prerequisite, which means you'd have to do it before you actually come here. It's a prerequisite to know that. I'm gonna take you to the intersection where Omotesando is next. Take a look, just a quick look to see what businesses are still here and what businesses are gone. It's quite interesting, but there's still a very large international population that is here. I thought I was alien when I cut my finger underwater. I was like, did I touch something that was alien that caused my blood to change color? That's a lot of cream. This can't be healthy. There's no way. That one has tiramisu in it. Here we go. I'm gonna save this for later. That's not good for lactose intolerant people. Who cares if it's healthy? Famous quote from Noah right there. Look, walking and eating food, probably not a good thing, but I'm watching people doing it right now. All right, they're walking with their teas, they're Japanese. Do people do it? Yeah. If it's a place where there's street food, yeah. People are walking and eating. Not everyone is trying to stop and eat, okay? But if you're in a crowded place and you're hindering other people, don't do it. The rules are there, right? But you don't have to follow it down to a T. Unless you're like unless you're one of those people. You don't have to do it. Social rules, social norms. They've been changing very quickly, especially with internationalization, but street food has been on the rise. Street food wasn't something that was really, I don't know, you didn't see it a lot in Japan, but what are you supposed to do? If they don't have a table out, you have to stand and eat or walk and eat, and that's okay. No one's going to tell you not to do it. So there are rules and then there are rules. That's not one of the super strict rules. You'll have some grandma looking at you funny. This street looks like they cut down trees or something, right? I guess they tore down and put in this new Line building. Line is the WhatsApp of Japan. I think it's a Japanese-owned Korean company or something weird like that. But Line is, we use Line, not WhatsApp here. So all of our Indian viewers are like, John, can I talk to you on WhatsApp? I'm like, no, I don't have that downloaded and never will. Check out those tires. Some thick tires there. Yeah, lines. I don't know. I haven't bought Line sticker in like 10 years, so. Although, my friend Paolo, other YouTubers, got his son has a Line sticker collection, which is really cute. Different poses of Wolfie. Thought that was very creative. Check out those graffitied vending machines. Awesome. Oh, this is the, if you go down here, this is where you'll find a lot of AV studios. Just watch yourself. Somebody said they also talent scout for that at the intersection too. No one's ever approached me, so I think I think you won't be. You'll see me just on YouTube, thankfully. This is this Australian taco chain, which I am surprised still has this location. I know it's pricey. I usually these locations move real quickly, but this Guzman y Gomez is, I believe it's like a Australian surfer burrito place. And GYG, yeah. We don't have this in the US, I don't think, but this is such a premium real estate place. It's also a little bit, from what I heard from people, it's a little bit smaller, but and more expensive than Australia, but it's still very good. It's a lot better than Taco Bell. Mark N writes in May. Look, when your options are limited, you'll take it. It is pricey though. Jake Rahoff's got it right. I got nothing against Taco Bell, but the Japanese menu is awful. All right, expats go in there and they complain. It's like 6 times the price, and there's no dollar menu, no bean burrito in there. Oh, Condominia's gone. What? That is a major announcement right here. You heard it here first. Condomania, which was a staple, as well as that shop called Chicago, a used clothing store, was right there. That's gone too. Chicago is gone and Condomania is gone. The intersection has been decimated on this side. Ryan K is in shock slightly. I know, that's a huge loss. I've gotten a lot of unique shirts at Chicago too. I think that there's still one down the street. There's another branch of it right there. But it's a shame. This building was unique because it was just a little sliver and they had these alleys. That's what made Harajuku unique, but I guess they're making it into a square pattern that's more easy to navigate. I would much prefer to have the old way back. The Jonathan's is out of business. Is it still there? There used to be a Jonathan's over a UFJ bank. The bank is gone, but the Jonathan's might still be there. Just the property prices are really high, so it didn't make a lot of sense for the bank to be there. The Tokyo Plaza is still here, of course, with a very beautiful secret Starbucks up here. Don't tell anybody, because locals get angry, like it gets more crowded. But where those trees are, it's a garden with a Starbucks up there that is so beautiful and offers, I think you get a sort of a view, but you can't look down from there. The best view of the intersection, Chicago is gone. The best view of the intersection is right there above that Tommy Pull My Finger. You see that? You can go there and get, or right above it, you can get pictures from right there of the intersection. That's a pretty good spot. Thanks for that talent. Ario Gono, much appreciated. Keep that between us. So that's about it. This has been a really great, individually, this has been a really great live stream. Let's come here to the side. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'm going to be doing some more live streams over the weekend. Peter is introducing me to somebody who's going to be in an episode of Only in Japan. Very interesting story. It's not food related either. It's a very interesting cultural story that's co-produced by Peter. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm meeting this person on Saturday. So some pretty good episodes coming on Only in Japan main channel. If you haven't seen the train one, please go and watch that and support it, because if we can get more views, I think we can get more jobs on trains, which would be awesome. Put my heart and soul into that bento video, and I think you can see with really cool new aerials from Google Earth's new studio, which allows me to do like drone-like pans into buildings and stuff. So I went the distance with that one. Ryan K, appreciate it, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news with that Chicago shop gone. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. Let's cross the street here, and I'll cut off as I take you and look up Well, green hair. Grass man. As from this point on, we would do another live stream in the future connecting these. Whoosh. That right there is Omotesando. They shouldn't expect this many people. If you have a long lens, you get an amazing shot of the people walking through Tokyo, and media usually gets a 5-second clip of this for B-roll. Yeah, and that's for another live stream to connect the city of Tokyo and this area. I'm gonna be coming back here for Shibuya for sure. Tommy K, welcome, new traveler. I'll be coming here to do some live streams on Shibuya in June as well. I do have a plan because of the state of emergency extension. I had plans to travel up to Tohoku. They're kind of on hold right now, but I'll be back up there, as well as some interesting jobs up in Yamagata and Aomori. So I'll be back up at Tohoku and taking you with me on this channel. Definitely subscribe, don't forget to, because that's interesting. New album. Those masks are famous from, where is that? Totori? I've seen this in one of the confections in Totori. Interesting. Everything's interesting to me. I'll see you in the next live stream. I'll take you around more areas of Tokyo this weekend. Until then, stay safe, everybody. See you soon.